Good afternoon and welcome to the Facilities Committee. Thank you very, very much. I'm calling the meeting to order right now at 3:30. And are there any public comments around us? No, so there's no public comments, so we'll continue on. Number two, the approval of meeting minutes of September. Did everybody get a chance to look them over?
Yes.
Hope so, yeah. And do I have any questions or concerns before we? All right, do I have a motion to accept?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All approved.
Yep.
Okay, so let's take a report from the Council on Aging, and that was Sheila.
What's
Sheila.
happening?
We don't have a
Yeah,
rep
we don't
yet.
Not
have,
here
we
today.
don't have.
Has the rep been sworn in, do we think?
Not at the last email I received. I know that it was in the works.
Got it. But we think it's Sheila, or,
We think so, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I know they have an assessment meeting next week. I think it's on a Tuesday. I can't remember off the top of my head. So, she's not here, so.
Yeah.
We'll just move on. Okay, a report from the Recreation Department, Phyllis?
Okay, well, things are going well, programs are all running here. I think you, Carolyn, talked to Eric about the nets that they're gonna be repaired under the rep, whatever, I can't remember what his name was, the company that does.
Corbett,
Corbett, yeah, they were gonna do some repairs to them,
if it gets passed at
Right.
town meeting.
right,
Yep.
so. Well, they're well used.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not, I
Yeah.
just, it has to be a town meeting vote, so we're gonna give them all the information.
will this be a CPC?
It will not be. We're
Okay.
going to try and take an unused article. We had some money left in an article that would cover this. That was originally, when we did the bleachers. So we're gonna try and do it that way.
Nice,
Very nice. Any-
Otherwise, all good.
great.
No
Okay.
complaints.
Good, well, thank you, we appreciate it, Phyllis. Any questions for Phyllis?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you
Been
very much.
busy, I like
Yeah,
to see that.
which is good. Okay, old business, and we're coming over to Carolyn. Would you like to fill us in?
I am gonna give you, and I'm gonna be very clear for everyone, this is a draft budget. The town administrator, I have a meeting with the town administrator on Tuesday to go over the budget. I'm happy to give you, and if you have anything input that you would like to tell me, but as you all know, the direction was level service funded, which is not the same as level funded. It is a level service funded budget. I think that I can say with confidence, I was pretty ruthless in our budget, knowing where the town is. And we have always been a team player. So I should have sent this to you in advance, but quite frankly, we were literally working on it till about 2 minutes ago when I was getting some of the other information. It was submitted to the town administrator, and as you all know, I put it in about 3 different ways. It's the same information, but I am a visual learner. Some other people are not that kind, so I want everyone to have what they need. There are pie charts, there are graphs, but the information is the same, no matter how you slice it. We remain, and I must also make it very clear that this budget will 100% change because there are unions that have not been settled, which will then impact for sure.
Salaries.
We're assuming the salaries because the direction was to put it in at an FY25 rate. So
So it accounts for like no raise.
None.
Which we know there'll be something. but we just
Correct.
don't know what it is. Gotcha.
correct.
Can you help me, you made a distinction between level service budget and something else.
Level funded.
Oh.
A level funded budget would mean a cut. A level service budget means that you're just providing the same service, even though the price of gasoline goes up, we can still
Yeah,
heat the building, or so we're still, imagine if we didn't.
Just a quick question. So on the numbers you were able to plug in for salaries, did it account for step increases where someone would have a step increase?
We are allowed to do a step increase,
just
but
not
we're
the
not,
cost of living.
correct, but the step increases again at the FY25 number, so.
Right. So
Yes.
that will change. Yeah. No,
Correct.
understood. Okay. I just wanted trying to figure out if it was going to be a giant leap or an incremental one with the the COLA?
I think that one of the things I always like to point out is the percentage of the budget that goes to all of the heating, lighting, the necessary inspections, fire extinguishers, the grounds. So even if all of a sudden there was no community center department anymore, 80, what are we at, 80?
Yeah, it was high.
84% of the budget, I believe.
Basically utilities, et cetera.
Exactly, water, all of that still has to be paid because there are 5 other departments within this building. Those line items do not show up in their budget, it is strictly in the community center budget, so.
It's amazing, isn't it?
I
And
have a question, you don't have solar panels, do you?
We do not, the roof is too old to have
Yeah.
solar panels, you know,
Right.
the roof is in the capital plan and maybe then they will. Sean, the facilities director, and I had in the past looked at doing similar to what they have at exit 10 with
Yeah.
the so there's a lot of things that we're
in the
looking
parking
at.
lot.
Yeah, yeah.
But the state did that,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah, we're just trying to get ideas of how to
Yeah.
make it better.
But definitely when you get a new roof, that would be the time to.
Yes, but right now it doesn't qualify.
No.
so gas is expected to decrease.
So what I was told to do is use the FY25 actual numbers.
Oh,
But yes, they were anticipating that it may go down some.
yeah,
But again, as I said, please know it's a draft budget.
yeah.
So what you're looking at is not all of everything implemented, no one knowing exactly where we're going. These are FY25 numbers. We looked at the actual numbers that were spent, which was helpful. You know, there were some areas that were over, some that were far underfunded. So we utilized the resources and still squeaked through with minimal
Yeah,
change,
Yeah.
so.
it's amazing.
And just so people know, the community center budget comprises of electricity, gas, water, the copier service that we have. We have computer services, which is things like our My Senior Center that gets people into the gym, and so there is software. Advertising is really a lot of our programming money, a lot. See that number? That's a very bad statement because it's not a lot. Purchase services, those are things like when we need to have the hood in the kitchen inspected. It's an industrial kitchen. You can't operate a building without having that. You need to have fire extinguishers rotated and serviced. So those are contractual obligations that the town has in order to run a building. Office supplies and building equipment. Building equipment for us are tables and chairs. If you've been in this building for, I don't know, 2 seconds, you know how many tables and chairs we use and how many times they get put up and taken down. And they're foldable tables. As much as we buy a good quality, they get a lot of use and a lot of abuse, so we are constantly having to replace some of them. We do have a cycle. If you ever notice on the side of the table, there'll be marks on the tables. That tells me what year I bought them, how long they're servicing. So we do keep track of it to the best of our ability, but sometimes the newest tables can break. It's hard to say, but we do have statistics on all of those as well. Other repairs and groundskeeping. So there's not, as you can see, a lot of area to cut in my humble opinion.
True, very true.
Just one note on that, Carolyn. It looks like on this page, kind of like the general, you
Yep.
put under other purchase services that includes the program budget, but you said that comes under advertising.
It's
right?
in both areas.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to have it in 2 different areas. So
Gotcha.
I can use the advertising to make flyers and get some of the things, but the programs itself, like if we hire a person, has to come under other purchase service because they are a purchase. So there are in 2 different.
Okay, I see.
I
mean,
apologize,
I'm still,
but-
no, that's all right. I just still shake my head at how low those numbers are because, and I know you're trying to keep it tight because you need to, but even level servicing the programming, I know some of the programming is reliant on donations that we've received, like from the
absolutely.
children's fund and
Absolutely.
like, so it's like, it's too bad we can't like bump that number to, which would be level services, but just actually a more consistent funding source.
Absolutely, and those are the conversations that I have when I meet with the town administrator, that I rely heavily on the donations from wonderful groups and organizations, the Cranberry Festival, the Children's Fund. We couldn't do it without it, and I try and make that very clear at every select board meeting when I thank them publicly, and but we rely heavily on it, and I wish that we didn't.
I know. That's what that was my kind of point.
I get you, I
As
get you.
appreciative as we
Yeah.
are of those
I know what you're
funds,
saying.
it's like, it's really.
It's
be able to
it's
be
tight.
budgeted.
It's a tight year.
And again, it's a compliment to everything that you and your staff do here,
Yeah,
as far
you
as
do an
stretching,
excellent job.
stretching all those pennies.
We get to stretch
I
pennies.
mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, obviously, when you look at the calendar of events and compare that to the budget for programming, it's remarkable what you're able to accomplish with that.
I
It's
apologize,
improved
I
every
laughed
year.
at the middle of that. A dog just
Took
went
off.
with somebody chasing after it.
I thought you were laughing at how the budget was.
No.
I'm like,
That's why I wanted to clarify that that's not what I was laughing at.
So that's the budget. I
you.
encourage you over the weekend, please read through, and if there are questions, if you could individually reach out to me so that you are not breaking open
Yes,
meeting law.
yes, yes,
Right,
yes.
right.
I am happy to have a conversation, and if you have any input prior to the meeting on Tuesday, I would love to have it. I bring this packet with me. I bring our list of flyers and events that we do and our newsletter. That's the other reason one of our line items is so high. We print our newsletters in-house. We do email them out, but we are printing a lot as well. I know other people, the COA sends theirs out, so it takes a lot of wear and tear, but we also are producing one every month, which I don't think any other office is currently doing, so.
I don't remember anybody else, but I'm glad you do, because it,
I mean, everyone
It-
says
yeah.
that.
it's beautiful for one, and it attracts people, and they're more likely to be reading it and see what's going on.
Well, if you only did it quarterly, it'd be like a telephone book.
Well, not only that, but
So
Things
much going on.
change for
things
us.
change if we programs, if something changes, and
We
then
like it
it's,
to be as active.
it's more accurate if we do it once a
Then you
month.
look forward once a month, all right, what's happening next month,
Yeah.
what's happening, yeah. It's a good thing,
I think so.
so I thank you. Does anybody have any questions for Carolyn, at least on the budget aspect?
No, thank you, great work. I know
Yeah.
I know a lot goes into preparing that.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and we all appreciate it, thank you. How about equipment updates regarding the new scan monitors?
So I'm coming to this board because I don't want you to have questions or get questions. There are 3 new monitors in this building.
Okay.
They are not working.
Oh.
So I have reached out to the company, and they are willing to help, and our IT, which I know is a 1-person department, so overwhelmed. But for me, it's a lot of money that we spent to have these scanners in place to help people get to rooms and things.
Yeah.
So I just wanted you to know it is number 1 of 1 billion things, but it's very high on my priority list, and I will be reporting back. I don't have the technology.
Yeah.
I'll help you through the emails, but that's about where my technology ends. Reagan's laughing
Yeah.
because I'm like, help me.
Yeah.
I don't have the skills to do it, and
Did they
so-
say when they're coming in, the company that
it's
installed?
not the company that we're waiting on.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
So
When they were installed, did they work?
yes and no.
Yeah.
Something was wrong, and they sent a new one. So that one should be able to be up and working, but we haven't been able to coordinate
Sync
it.
it all.
Scheduled the installation. Got it.
Okay.
So I want you to know it is not that from lack of trying. I am
Okay.
sure I'm on
So
people's
Just so
don't answer the phone
So
list.
just we're clear, are we waiting for somebody from our own town that has
Correct.
to make the connection? Okay,
Correct.
I just wanted to be sure it was clear.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I understand that everyone is busy. I truly do. But I also understand how much the town paid, and it's a service that we should have
Should be
up and
using.
running.
Mhm.
And if we can't, I would be asking the town to allow me to hire someone to do it, because it's that important.
Right,
It's, I will never waste money, and that feels like
yeah,
it was an expensive ticket item to not be up and operational.
right,
So, but I wanted you to know in case you got questions, because I have gotten questions, so.
okay,
Got it.
makes sense. Thank you very much. Any other questions for Carolyn on that point? Okay, we're heading now over to new business and the committee emails and training, and want to give us an update on,
I would, the town clerk mentioned that 3 of the 4 of you have already been, and I know, someone else will be joining me on Tuesday, I believe, and, as soon as we get our COA member, that will be the last one. You know, we like to be an overachiever in this group, so I'm like, we'll get everyone on board, so.
We made up half the attendees.
You
Yeah.
did,
That one,
you
so-
did, she was very excited.
That's
And
wonderful.
as soon, I'm hoping that our next meeting, we will be corresponding through your new emails,
Yeah.
so.
Should I, oh no, I shouldn't. When the approved minutes, I'll use my own to post.
Well, some people don't have it yet, so if you just let me know when you're ready, I can let you know if everyone has it, or the town
Well,
clerk.
I'll be
can-
ready in a couple days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to sign.
Yeah,
and
so
scan. But-
the only one who might not be is the COA rep, only because I don't know if or when they will
Well,
be sworn in.
So I never send the approved minutes to the committee.
You send it to,
I just send it to.
oh, you can use your email for that.
My new one.
Your
my
new
town-
one, yes.
Okay, good.
They would be happy if you did.
And I'll send it also to Pierkowski,
Yes,
Right,
please,
yeah.
he has a,
and he
Yes.
has a town one. Am I making sense?
Yes,
Everybody? Okay,
yes, yes.
good. I can't wait to use it.
Yeah. And I think it was important that Carolyn did make it clear when we're responding back, we respond back to Carolyn instead of.
Not
group.
all.
Not
Yes.
all.
Yeah.
So
Don't
that
do
we
that.
Don't
Well,
do
she-
that.
She
Yeah.
was very good when she instructed us too
Yeah,
about
so that-
telling us to do that.
Yeah,
she'll be proud, I was
Yeah, very
very
proud.
proud.
heard it,
I
yeah.
didn't take notes, but I listened really closely.
yeah,
Yeah.
very good, very good.
So I did, I think,
Oh, and the other point was the BCC point, which was
Yes.
very good.
Yeah,
I do have the information if anyone does need to sign up for the training or needs information. It's fine, you all know, but I have that information from the town clerk if you need it. And that office is wonderful to work with. If you don't have it or need additional help, they're great.
Okay, she's good. So hopefully we'll all be on track by the next meeting. Okay, the fitness room update.
no, open meeting law.
Oh, did I skip one? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you did.
I don't even see
Your
that on
clerk is keeping you in.
Oh,
What's
I don't
No,
see
I
it.
don't see that.
Oh, no, that's right, I added it.
Oh, okay,
And I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the meeting.
okay, all right.
I would have liked that to be on the agenda,
Okay,
make sure we all did go.
okay, you wanna do that now so we don't forget?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, would you like to tell us?
Well,
The
I'd
open
like,
meeting
yeah,
law?
I went to it, and I was hoping everybody else did. No,
I've,
didn't we
I've,
have to?
I've attended that
Yes, I
ethics
have to.
training,
15?
through my other employment. I send my, when I do it, I do the online training and then I send
Yeah.
my certificates to Emily when I do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
So-
was a special
I
one that
did,
the
yeah,
town,
yeah,
put on.
Emily
But it said it was
and the
optional.
lawyer.
That
they
was-
did?
It didn't say it was required.
Oh, okay,
No.
Phyllis.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think it was required, but I went.
Okay,
Yeah, I mean, I did the online training.
yeah, that's conflict of interest, yeah.
Well, but that was,
More.
that took a long time, the online training.
Mm.
There were
It
two
did.
different sections.
It did,
and
yeah, it did, it did.
Anyway, I thought it was great. I thought it was smart that the attorney led it, and, yeah.
That was good.
I
I do
learned a
think
lot.
they had that filmed as well, so if
Yeah.
anybody would
Oh,
like to
that's
watch
right.
it,
Yes,
it's
they
always
did.
available.
Okay, so,
And you can always look those up on YouTube or through our Harwich channel.
all right.
I think she sent the link. I think
Oh,
Emily sent the
she
link
did.
to
And
it.
she sends a
She
link,
did do
she's
that.
so
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, she's very efficient. She really is.
Okay.
Okay,
I
all right,
messed
we
up.
got that one done. I'm sorry. All right, back up. Fitness room updates.
Sure, just prior to walking in here, I reached out to see if I had a date for the new floor. I can tell you, I don't have a date. I do know that the equipment for the floor is partially in. The subfloor for the rubber one piece of that is not in yet. So until they both are in, then I'm going to publicize and let everyone know. It will take 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
It will only be in the
Wait,
weight room, not not in the cardio room.
Okay.
That will remain open, but it will be an impact of 2 days to people. But they just cannot do it for safety reasons. Nor would I want them to. They need to move equipment, rip up flooring and the rugs, but it will make such a difference for everyone. And it's long overdue.
Right.
It's the last floor we need done.
it is the weight room?
It's the actual weight room.
Yeah.
I know you all usually go overboard with trying to communicate. Is there the ability to push out email to people who have like active memberships in the weight room?
On our beautiful system, we can do that. We
Oh,
can
perfect.
send an alert out to everyone. And we will do that. Now, some people choose not to put their email and we
Yeah,
don't.
understood.
But as many people have given it to us, we will do a blast out to them.
Perfect. Excellent.
And we'll post it. Believe it or not, I have reached out to see if I could use the electric sign. Just so, if it's not in use, I think, why wouldn't they? But I will wait to hear back. I don't think we're that popular that I would rather people know and be like, this is overkill. Enough, Carolyn.
Yeah.
But
Too much info.
That's all right.
Not enough.
But
Right.
2
So
days
that-
to wait, that's easy.
Yeah.
In addition to the fitness room update, our new treadmill should be coming in, and they were trying to schedule that at the same time so that we don't have to pay additional charges to move another piece of equipment. So we can wait a little bit longer for that new treadmill.
Sounds good.
And then I think, I don't even want to say the words, I think all of the equipment is up and operational. You know I'm going to walk out there and they're going to be like, this piece is broken.
All right. That's great.
So that is the fitness room update.
Nice.
That's awesome. Thank you. All right, and it's well used, because every time I come in the building, there's people, it seems like tons of people. Great, that's good.
It is well utilized.
Okay, next one is the room rental use policy discussion.
If any of you watch the select board meeting, you will see that a lot of people are going in front of them for fees. This is about the time we should start talking about ours. And I would like some direction. Would you like me to gather information for you? You tell me how you would like me to proceed, and I will be more than happy to gather and get information. I have an opinion, but I would like to hear yours.
So I think I think it's important to know where we stack up with, probably the only comparison in town is the 204 maybe the high school, if they're renting out like the
They're not.
gym or
They're
something. Okay.
Well,
so,
they rent out the gym, but not the exercise room.
Yeah, well, you're just talking about
Room
the exercise, you're
rentals.
talking about room rentals,
Room
right?
I'm talking
Yes.
about the
All
room
rooms and-
rentals.
Yeah, so I think it'd be interesting to we should probably try to be
Similar.
similar, right? But then I think it also might be interesting to find out like what other municipalities are doing,
Right.
like for those who have, like Chatham obviously has a community center and they rent out space, I assume.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to know where we stack up with them,
Sure.
or whoever else you see as comparable, like.
Sure. I guess one of the areas that I would really like to explore is that we charge the same rate for everyone. And I will tell you factually, some people's setups and breakdowns are much, much, much harder. And the debris that's left behind. So I'm not sure that just charging, a group who comes in and reads books
Right.
is the same as a group who's making wreaths and I'm not picking on any group, I'm
Right,
just
right,
saying
right.
that
Yeah, so is there a way to structure the fee schedule to address that? I wonder.
that's
Or
what
set
I'd
up
really
for
like to,
cleanup, like different fees for different
Right.
levels of service.
and I
Maybe
don't
you could check
know.
when you're checking these other,
I know some, if I may, sorry, some towns, you leave the facility the way you found it, which means
Right.
if the tables are not set up for you, so there's that, which other towns that are doing.
One of the problems is that where our insurance company does not
let
want
other
to
people,
come
right,
in.
but that's something that comparable to other places when you rent, and I'm not sure what the insurance difference is, but that is, because having rented at other places before, I mean, years ago,
Yeah.
I know it was like, you have to leave it exactly as you found it.
But I get what you're saying, like if somebody drops a stack of chairs on themselves.
Exactly, yeah,
That's a
which we
problem.
tell people,
No,
like, not to
yeah.
set
And they
up.
do drop on
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
not on
sure.
people, but I've
Yeah.
seen them drop before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think your staff knows we as the renter or the user is not supposed to do any of the setups.
Right.
Because I've
Right.
seen them, stop someone in. a
Oh,
nice-
definitely,
Yeah.
we would
Yeah.
stop someone, but I just want to make sure that, I was listening to a presentation and someone was talking about the touch time of a project, and I was
Right.
thinking that it's not exactly the same, but the touch time of us cleaning and
Right.
setting up and breaking down and
Right.
is very different, and maybe that's what we need to look at, which is very different than what we've done before.
Yeah.
But maybe if you would allow me to look at or bring you a few different
Yeah.
suggestions prior to us making a decision and moving on.
I like that presentation.
You would like that. I would.
Well, no, I like at the select board.
Yes.
It was, it seemed a little more professional to looking at how many times the building department or other departments in the town
Correct.
had to look at a building permit, basically, right? It was a building
Correct.
permit.
Yeah.
And I was shocked with how, and it's coming back and forth to the same place, so when you route it through all the departments, yeah.
And I think people would be surprised how much goes into renting a room here. I think that
Yeah.
when you come in, the room is set up for you. There's, it takes a lot more.
And the
A lot of
custodians
people-
are very, very kind. I mean, I can think of it personally, how many times they've come in and, do you want to change it this way?
Yeah, so-
They were very accommodating.
Well, and setup and breakdown time impact the ability to rent the space because, right, like if I want to rent the space from 8 to 10 a.m. and then I'm done at 10, but the way that room is set up for me requires a 30-minute
and how you
breakdown
Yeah, yeah.
and how I
you
left it,
left
right?
it, yeah.
Yeah.
If there's paint splashed everywhere and the next group can't come in at 10.
Right.
Like they wouldn't be able to get in there till 10:30, 11. So it impacts, the availability of the building for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of how you would structure that schedule. Like what would, it's tough. I don't know how you.
I think I'm going to do a little deep dive if that's okay and see
Yeah.
what I can come up with. I don't know that it will be, I know it won't be perfect, but at least maybe it's a good jump off point for conversations for everyone. And clearly, as you all know, I am more than happy to have the public come in and all the people who use the room. I was surprised when, I forget how many years ago, we raised the room rate and I was all worried and I had stacks of papers to present to them and everyone was like, of course you should raise it. It was,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
of course you should. You're not
Yeah.
charging enough. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Okay.
So I'm always, not that everyone felt that
Yeah.
way, but a majority did.
Yeah.
So.
And now is my understanding that the only, as far as like waiving a fee, is that only the select board that can do
Correct.
that? Yeah, which I understand the reason for having those safeguards, but it's it would be nice if there was some availability, or if maybe it gets built into the fee structure that, like if it's a nonprofit, it's, a
It's
different,
less.
or like, I wonder if there's a way to build it in, like say, not necessarily waive a fee, but there's a way to, or maybe, obviously if it's a town department, I assume they don't pay a fee, right? Like if the fire department needs to use the room for something, like,
They do not.
Just the police department.
They do not.
Roosters.
Just,
Yeah.
But I wonder if there's a way to build that in so you wouldn't have, I don't know, just a thought.
Yeah.
Like just the
I wonder
number
if
of people
AI,
could
you
be
know how
a
the kids
factor.
all use AI now to
Yes.
solve their problems? I wonder if we pop that problem into the
I
thing.
will, I'm
You
gonna
can.
look
It
into
will.
it.
It'll give you something.
I wonder if it'll come up, that might be interesting.
We're on it.
Well,
Yeah.
too, when you rent a room, there's gonna be cleanup, so they're not renting from 8 to 10 and setup, they'd be renting from
Well, and
7:30 to 10:30,
Yeah.
Yes.
including the time, not just.
We do ask on our application, what is your setup and
Yeah.
breakdown requirement time?
Yeah.
And people are usually pretty good about it.
Some
Yeah.
groups are better than others.
Yeah.
I'll be very honest with you. Some groups say,
Well, I think what happens is some group, and correct me if I'm wrong, some groups use that extra half hour thinking, well, I have the room for an extra half
Yeah,
hour,
yeah,
so maybe
yeah.
I could just go a little bit longer with my meeting. But
Yeah.
then that,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's still, we
Yeah.
still have a half hour cleanup to
yeah,
do.
right.
So that's probably one of the issues.
And the other thing is that we don't have a large staff of people. So if 3 rooms are breaking down,
Yeah.
there's one custodian and Reagan and myself running around
Yeah.
setting up the rooms, and that's stuff to take into account too. So I just wanted to bring it up as where I'm moving
Yeah.
and what the direction. It is certainly not that I want to raise fees or gouge, or I just want us to be making sure that we are. I apologize. I was expecting the doctor's call. Hey, I apologize.
You wanna get it?
No, thank you. I'm sure we don't want to get it right now. So I will bring that back if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's a good problem to have because we assume more and more people will be asking to use the room as time goes on.
And
So
for different things.
we have to,
and-
we have to really start to think about that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Our next one is the director's update, and we're over now to program events and updates, and the director's update.
That's you. Your programs.
I will quickly, we did 8 events in October. I have a list. I know you guys like me to go through each one, but I will quickly recap October. You know, we did our pasta dinner. It was great. We did a couple Halloween events. We passed out candy. We did crafts. We had a couple great talks. Sound Dunes came and did a sock hop. October was a lot of fun. It feels like it went by really, really fast. We did a sports trivia night, and a woman who, her name is escaping me right now, came and did a college essay writing workshop.
did that
So-
go well?
It
Did
went,
people
yeah.
show up?
It was so she, because of our timing,
Mhm.
we did not have a whole lot of time to advertise for it.
Mhm.
But she felt that the few people she was able to meet with, she had such an impact on that
Great.
it was 100% worth it. So, yeah, it was a great event, something we've done in the past, and I'm sure we'll do again in the future. So we kicked November off with a community yard sale and teen clothing swap. We actually did that on a Sunday at the request of the community asking for another yard sale because the one in August is always so popular. So we did it in the gym, and then simultaneously in the multipurpose room we had the teen clothing swap, and it was a good day. The vendors, people selling at their yard sale items, were all very happy. It was a longer span of time than the clothing swap in recent years. I think the clothing swap in the years past has only been 2 hours, where this was 4 or 5 hours. And it felt a little slower, but then at the end of the day, I gave away way more clothes. So it was definitely
That
more
worked out.
successful. And then the clothes that we had left over all went to the Monomoy Middle School for their thrift shop. So everything found a good home. So all the people that donated, I wanted them to know that everything went to a good place.
And I just want to reiterate, because people asked, everything was free. There was no charge for anyone who needed anything in that room, whether it was shoes, coats, whatever they
Yep.
needed.
Which is good.
It
Yeah.
was all free.
Which is
Yep.
good.
Yep. And I look forward to doing it again next year. Just a little sneak peek. I think we're going to do it a little bit differently and have it be like a true swap the day of, like bring your stuff the day of.
Okay.
And then whatever you don't sell, you can take or donate. We can give it back to the middle school. But that way it's a little bit more, I think. A lot of people donated and then didn't come back. But a true swap would be like, bring your stuff and put it down and go look around for other stuff. So maybe just set it up a little bit differently. Play around with it and see. So that was the beginning of November. We did end up having a pasta dinner, which initially we didn't think we were going to be able to have. But in light of what's going on and SNAP benefits being put on hold, we decided it would be, and our wonderful chef was available. So we decided to do it, and had a great turnout. And I think a lot of people were very appreciative of it. We also did 2 classes this month. It was an introduction to EFT, emotional freedom technique. It's tapping. So it's just like a I don't want to explain it wrong.
Wellness program.
Yeah, it's a technique for calming yourself. And tapping, just like
I need
tapping.
I should have been at that one.
So a volunteer actually came to me and asked said, I have this wonderful skill that I would like to share with the community. And she taught 2 classes, one that she could offer during the day and one that she did in the evening, and they were very well received. So we did that twice on the 6th, and then we did it again last night, actually. The community center also recognizes how difficult things are for folks right now, especially with families. And want to be able to offer some events out on the town, not necessarily in the community center building. And one of those things was to go see a show at the theater. So the community center purchased 30 tickets and did a scavenger hunt, and folks who found scavenger hunt clues got to go see Clue at the Harwich Junior Theater for free, and it was
nice.
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Just a fast forward, we're going to be doing it again in December for Annie. It's going to be a little bit different, and we're going to do a little. It'll be on the 13th of December, and we're planning on doing a little after party for folks to meet the cast, something a little
that's
special
nice.
just
That'd
for
be
the
fun.
community center folks. We're also looking at doing it for Gardens Aglow in Sandwich, so stay tuned for that. We'd like to bring a group to see the Gardens Aglow. It's very expensive,
Yeah, everything's
so if we can offer it to folks in our community at a much cheaper cost, we want to be able to do that. So those are a few things that we're looking at. If you walked by the lobby today, you saw folks making corn husk dolls. How much fun is that? People love it.
Yeah.
And they're so cool. Everybody does theirs like a little bit differently.
Get you into the spirit for the holidays.
Exactly. Betty Trummel will be back again on November 20th to talk about Southeast Asia. Is always very popular. And November 21st, we'll be doing jewelry bingo. So if anybody
Volunteering.
needs, yes, if anybody needs jewelry for the holidays, sign up for jewelry bingo. We still have just a few spots left. It always fills up. So
And we have our awesome auctioneer, bingo caller, I should say.
well, we have 2.
I won't be at that one.
Big shoes to fill.
It is a fun time.
It is a lot of fun. And I found a whole box of just holiday jewelry.
Oh, nice.
So,
Nice. Oh,
yeah,
all
so
right.
we'll
That's an incentive.
Yes, there you go. So in November, we will be doing a total of 11 events.
It's such a busy month.
Oh, it is.
Not just here.
It is. And we're closed 2 days
Yeah.
for Thanksgiving and the day after. In December, December 2nd, where a woman is coming to lead a class on oyster shell decoupage. I just love saying that word. I don't really understand what it is, but it's lovely. I've seen the shells that she does, and they're
Who is it?
beautiful.
Is it Lynn Levy?
No.
No.
Nope. She's slightly new to doing the classes. I think. I mean, she's done decoupage for a while, but so their space is limited for that. So anybody that would like to sign up, there is a small fee with it. But you take home like 5 shells. So it's like, I don't know about you guys, but that's like gifts for everybody I know.
Yeah.
1, 2,
There
What
we
were you
go.
doing? Exactly. Another pasta dinner, December 4th. December 9th, this is not our event, but I am going to mention it. The town band will be doing their concert, which is always so much fun. That'll be at 7 o'clock. Betty Trummel will be back on the 10th for, she did a talk on Iceland last year, but did more trip.
Yeah.
She travels a lot. So she
for her.
is going to extend the talk on the rest of the trip. Santa's Workshop, which is put on by the Harwich Women's Group, will be on December 11th, but I'm not 100% sure what time that starts. Do you know? Yeah, not off the top of my head. It's usually
like 5-ish,
in the evening, 4:30
early
or 5,
evening. We
yeah.
have to
The garden club's in there somewhere, right? In
They
December.
do, yes, they do.
The
their-
6th.
Yes.
The 6th. I missed that. I'm sorry. I already mentioned the Annie
Yeah.
show. The ever popular Grab a Bow will be in the lobby on December 15th. So you just come to the lobby, grab a bow, it has a number, and get a gift. So much fun.
That works.
And we have some good ones this year.
They're always good.
And I'm sorry, they're always good. December 18th, Sound Dunes will be doing their holiday concert from 6 to 8 in the multipurpose room. And even though winter solstice actually happens on the weekends this year, we're going to be doing our drum circle on December 19th at 4 o'clock. So,
It's a popular event.
yeah, it's a very popular event. Have you gone to it?
Not to a drum set.
Yeah,
Not here, I'm not anywhere.
It's actually very
Mhm.
very fun. And then we're getting ready for January. We've got some great stuff coming up, including a volunteer involvement fair. The prom dress swap will be on the 31st of January. Pasta dinner. We'll be doing a community talent show, and we've already started booking ahead to February vacation.
Oh, right.
Do want to say, because this is being recorded and we've had a lot of phone calls asking, shredding will be coming back to the community center. We will have a shredder box tote to collect documents for people in January and February, dates to be determined. But we heard everybody's asks, and they will be coming back. So different company, local company, so it'll be great.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're busy. That's
Yeah.
what
Busy,
happens.
busy. Oh, great job, I
Yeah.
appreciate it, and thank you also for Sam for all the posters and different things.
I take
that
no
come out.
credit on the posters.
They come out
Sam does a
great.
great
Thank
job.
you.
It's a good team.
And even the decorations in the lobby, it's nice, it gets people in the spirit.
It's a lot of fun.
Okay, any questions for Reagan? Okay, well done, dear. All right, now we're over to building operations and update.
One of the building operations I would like to talk about is more on the communication side, which might be a stretch, but it is impacting the building. So I just wanted to go over, for everyone's edification, that any room in the building is booked through the community center. And it's done that way so that we can know who is in the building, how we need to clean it up and turn it over, and for that. So if somebody is not using it, it's helpful if they let us know they have canceled. Because if people come by and they walk by a room that they've asked for and no one is in it, which happens more than I would like, it's hard. We definitely don't want anyone to not feel like they're welcome here. And if you were waiting for an event and I told you couldn't have that room because someone was in there, you came the day of the event and you see it empty, you can see where people would be upset. So it's about the communication. The other thing is that there are actual scheduled times for open gym. The gym is never open unsupervised for safety reasons. We can't have a facility that does not have somebody who has eyes and ears on a room with potential danger. That's why we have weight room monitors going in and out of the weight rooms. So it's the same for that. I know some people have called and said, well, there's no one in here or someone's canceling, can't I just go in? And if we had the staff, I would gladly do that. Unfortunately, the front desk person, if they see someone sitting there, can't be the person inside the gym because we don't have a telephone there. She's doing passports. So I just wanted to put that out there that I am hopeful, and I know that we've talked about this in the past, that maybe at some point we could have joint committee meetings or something so that we're all on the same page and having the same conversations to make it a smooth and seamless.
Are we gonna ever have a meeting with the Council on Aging and the Recreation Department? Maybe start for the new year, maybe in the new year. I know it's busy now, but maybe sometime in the new year.
I have tried
Okay, yeah.
so many times.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe if a letter from the chair to the other chairs would help.
Probably.
I don't know how. Nobody wants to come to my meetings. I have nice meetings.
Now,
but
what time are the other meetings typically? Do they meet at a regular
During the day.
time?
Yeah.
Recreation meets
the
The fourth
evening.
Tuesday.
In the
We're not
evening.
meeting in this,
Evening.
5:30, but we're not meeting this month because it's right before Thanksgiving.
And COA is probably during the day.
during the
week?
day.
It
Yes.
is, I can't remember the date.
Of what, I'm sorry?
The
When
Council on
COA
Aging, when they meet.
meets.
Yeah.
Third Wednesday.
Okay.
So maybe part of that olive branch would be for us offering to show up during one of those time frames to
Get put on the agenda.
Yeah.
to have a joint meeting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like if we say, hey, we'll come to your regular.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not
Yeah.
expecting you
Time,
to come
like,
But
that's
Friday.
what I
yours
was
is
thinking.
always at night.
Yeah,
5:30,
5:30.
right.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that'd be a problem for COA or us.
I don't know.
Or
Not
maybe they
for
could send
us.
a representative,
Well,
it doesn't have to be the whole.
Is there something that we can
board.
do in the short term? Because I think what's happening is miscommunication and misinformation from other departments regarding what the policies of the gym are. And if a community member calls one department and gets one answer about what open gym means, and then thinks it's okay to go into a gym that nobody's in there, and we go in there and say, I'm sorry, you can't be in there, it's not fair to the community member, it's not fair to the staff that has to have that discussion. So however that policy is set up needs to be communicated sooner with.
I'm wondering.
Again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because didn't
So-
we work on the
Yes,
draft policy?
we worked on
again.
Yeah, yeah.
You're 100%
Yeah.
right, yes.
I'm just wondering if we picked, let's say January, after the holidays, picked an evening, when it's not too late, but let's say 5 o'clock, not at your meeting time, because they'll always say they're tied up with their meeting agenda, a different day, and invite everybody here. Maybe we could have a little cider or something nice, spread and have a nice little discussion.
What do you mean, everybody here?
Well, I'm thinking
Both.
of the Council on Aging, the
Yeah,
Recreation people, us. I'm just thinking maybe 4 or
Here-
5
here's
o'clock
where-
might be a better shot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or representatives.
Or a
from- yeah.
representative representing your department.
So the specific problem is, I thought open gym was scheduled.
That's exactly right. It is, and it should be.
Right.
Yeah.
But what's happening is that somebody will call
Oh,
and say,
Is the gym open?
Or there's nobody in the gym, or people call, or I'm sorry to talk over you, they'll call, or they'll just come in and see the empty
Oh.
gym, go turn the lights on and start playing
so
basketball.
they just think they have a right
So
to
it's
do
not
that.
locked.
So the question is,
Right.
if the gym is not being used, that does not mean it's available for the community. So that's what everybody, in my opinion, we all as staff members need to understand so that we can all relay the same information to the public. So that's,
and I want the gym open as much as
Yep.
humanly possible, but I really need to make sure that
Safety.
it's safe.
It has to be staffed.
So the first thing, I think we started out with, all rooms have to be booked through the community center.
Correct.
So how is somebody showing up and wanting to get into the gym the issue?
Not a group, just maybe individuals.
Yeah.
But,
But what's the
Kids walk
booked
over from
part
school.
I'm missing?
two different conversations.
Okay,
So-
well, the first was all rooms must be booked through
Yeah.
the community center, so there's an issue
Mhm.
about, but we seem to talk mostly about the gym, right?
no, it's
No.
not only the gym, it's
Yeah.
the other
So-
rooms inside the building also.
Yeah, so so
It's
let's
just-
say room 4, or
Right.
whatever, people will just walk in and have a meeting?
Well, some people
Or-
feel-
Or they call another department and they say that's okay.
Maybe.
I think the confusion
need to
for
know.
some folks, correct me if I'm wrong, is that because of the way the building is set up, where the rec's on one side, the COA is on one side, there's this misconception that the rooms on those sides of the building belong to those
But
departments.
who are those people?
And I mean, we
It's
have
the
so many,
public.
it's
It's
the
the
public,
public.
there's
The
so many
public is-
people.
The staff isn't confused.
No,
I think some of the staff might have questions about what the regulations are for when a room is empty, what that means.
Yeah.
Based on what I've, the experiences that I've had.
And if I can interject,
Yeah,
you might think that the perfect room for you is room number 5
Yeah.
because you're part of the Council on Aging. But my job and the reason that I'm here is to make sure that I am fitting the most amount of groups in. So that might mean that you can't have room 5 because if I give you room 5, then I can't let someone else go in. But if I gave you room 3, I could put. It is
Yeah.
a puzzle piece that changes daily. So I
And you're not
understand.
talking about just the public, you're talking about.
I am not talking about just
Right,
the public.
right.
I am talking that I think that it's
but
hard
your
for.
colleagues are causing some of this issue.
No, I don't know if it's. I
Right.
think it's just a need to have a conversation, a communication. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to come off as negative. I just want us to make sure that we have a united
Yeah,
a united team inside the building, that I know what the policies are. If I'm answering a question for somebody for recreation, if no one's there, I don't want to give the wrong one because then that makes the person upset, the recreation department upset. It makes me upset that I gave the wrong information. So it's all about just making sure we all have the same information and we're all doing the same thing.
And then the other issue is the bracketing of space. So if you're a group that books a room for 10 nights, and then 4 of those you don't show up for, right? Like
Yeah.
10
Correct.
Tuesdays,
Right.
and then 4 of them you don't show up for, and somebody else was trying to get that room.
Right.
And then it's like, hey, you said I couldn't have the room, but
Right.
so
Right.
it's,
But
and,
we
and I
still
think we put
charge
that
them.
into our policy.
They,
as well.
Yeah.
they still
Yes,
pay.
if,
But
unless,
pay.
it's,
I'm not
unless,
saying
unless,
that's
it's
the
a, unless it's
answer.
a town department.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there any central location where the schedule is?
It's
for-
on 3 different areas. When you walk in the doors, at every door is a rolling
Yeah.
board that shows what is happening that day and what location you are scheduled
Yeah.
in.
And then you've got the book that has
The,
like,
But just
the
to-
master book.
Just to
that-
clarify, the way that it works, I guess maybe, so if the COA wants to have an event, which they have events
Yeah.
10 times a day, they don't just say, I'm gonna take
Room
the
12.
center room.
Right.
They put in an application to the community center, so that's the way it works. I think that might be confusing to some people too, like, oh, they can just take whatever room that's available and like
And the
the
they that you're
central
talking
hub.
about is who, Reagan?
There's no specific day. It's well, I mean,
If
it's
they're the ones asking for a room, then are they confused about? They can't decide on a. I'm not looking
I
for
think it's just the
names, I'm
no,
like,
not names. It's the
Yeah.
public. The public thinking the COA puts on an event, they
Yeah.
pick the room.
Got it.
They don't,
Why
and there's
is
no
that an
need for
issue,
the
public to be
because
fussing about that.
because I think it's important for the public to know everything goes through the booking of the community center.
And for the departments too, Chris.
And for
It's
the
not
departments,
just-
yeah.
It is truly that there is a lack of communication.
Yeah.
And we just want to fix that. We
Right.
want to, so that if
But I
somebody.
think what's happening in my mind is we're scattered about the theys. And, yeah, so the confusion about rooms have to be booked through the community center is not only, your departments here,
Correct.
but also the public.
Correct.
Got it.
And as always, the departments in this building, specifically the Council on Aging and the Youth and Recreation,
Yep.
have first priority before I even send an application out to anyone else.
Yeah.
So they
They get dibs.
get
Right.
dibs.
Which
So
makes
they can do what they want. My only thing is, please don't blanket it if you really don't know what you're doing, because then we wind up in these situations where you said you were having
Something,
tiddlywink
yeah.
tournaments, and there's no tiddlywink tournaments happening, and people are like, but I wanted that room.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And 2, if your event gets canceled,
Let us know.
please let us know, because there might be somebody that we can pull in
Right.
to have open gym or to what, so that we
Yeah.
can be helping the public, helping ourselves. It's just the lack of communication.
And the room cancellations can come from the departments who are housed here and also the public.
Absolutely.
That's an issue also you find with the public?
Probably.
Yes, less with the public, to be perfectly
yeah,
honest.
because they're paying, so they
Yeah.
can show
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah,
Why don't we get together? Let's pick a date.
sure.
Let's lock it in. you know.
Okay, sure.
Would
Date
it
and
be a
time.
meeting if we have a quorum?
It would have to be a meeting.
We
before
can
you-
post the meeting, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I wonder if, so there's that approach, or could we, again, to be in compliance with open meeting law, can you create a working group, which is like a representative from each
Of the departments.
to meet together, which then it wouldn't be a meeting, you know what I
Except that's what the facilities committee is. There's a
Yeah,
representative
yeah.
from each.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, I guess as long as it wasn't.
I think they could send a representative. They don't all have to
Right.
come.
Yeah, no, agreed,
Right.
to keep it kind of manageable, but I'm
Yeah.
just wondering if like, yeah, I don't know how that works. Like, that's where I don't want to go afoul of the open meeting law, but it's like, obviously if it was 3 representatives from this group, it would be a problem.
Right.
But if it was 3 representatives that, obviously 1 from this group, and then, but I don't know that it would really work, because we'd want you in the room, because you know what we're talking about. And,
Well, right,
we don't have a
right.
COA rep yet, so, but I'd say if you could.
So it would be
Yeah, I guess it's really-
me
I
and
guess-
one other, person from the rec commission and the director or assistant or whatever that was in the room or something like that. That wouldn't violate the,
Right.
because it's
Yeah, I
only
guess
2.
maybe we'd
If
have
it's
to
a
talk to our-
subcommittee, I don't know that it's,
Right. like a
I can
working
get the
group.
laws for you, so just
Yeah.
because I don't want to.
Yeah,
certainly-
of course, like that's, I'm trying to avoid that, but
Yeah.
also like find
If
an
it's a
efficient way for us to
subcommittee,
get
it
together and have
does.
this
You need
conversation.
to report, you need to
Oh.
take minutes, you need to,
Right.
so, one way might be just to have 3 meetings posted at the same location
Yeah,
on that evening, and then if you don't have a quorum, you can still have a conversation. You can't vote on,
Yeah,
so
policy or
maybe
whatever.
that's what we look at. But I'll get with Angie and we'll
Yeah, I just
come
think,
up,
yeah,
and maybe you can send a nice letter to the other
groups.
board members,
Yeah,
the
the chief.
chairs.
Because I see
people.
this as a communication issue, just so we
Right, and I'll
clarify
send it
things.
to the other department heads in
Yeah.
the building so that we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
But I really hope that we can,
it's all about just trying to improve efficiencies in the
Right,
building.
that's,
For
that's how I
everyone.
saw
For,
it, yeah.
for all,
yeah.
for all
everyone.
involved,
Yeah.
right, that's all it is.
yeah,
Alright.
and for the public, we want them to have the right
Exactly right.
information.
Exactly.
Right,
They, no need to be frustrated, we can help.
Right, because yeah, that exactly. That's like a point of frustration, I'm sure, for the public and for the staff here that gets kind of blindsided by it. You know,
Right.
and, which could happen to any of the
Right.
town departments that are within this building. Could be like, well, I don't know, like so. Yeah, I think improving that is going to hopefully fix problems for staff and the public.
And
What?
the other thing is that, one of the other areas of communication is the building hours are posted everywhere, as
Right.
you all
right,
know.
they're all over.
But then people come in and be like, well, where are they? Looking at another department who does not have hours until 9 PM.
Yeah, we've
So
talked
we
about
don't want to give out false information. We try very hard to say the community center, check with the other offices, because I don't truthfully know the office hours of the recreation. Council on Aging is more standard, but you guys have a little fluctuation. So just getting that kind of tied up too would be helpful. So that, maybe Tuesday night you guys are late. I don't know, so.
And sometimes they have working hours that are different from their open hours.
Correct.
Right, and then there's summer hours and
Yeah.
winter
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, so we just want to get the information out
Yeah.
It shouldn't
timely
be
and
a
correctly.
Yeah. All right, let's tackle that.
Thank
before-
you,
Set
sorry.
it up for
Well,
January,
we're
we're on a
tackling
roll.
it again.
What?
We're tackling this again, it
Yes.
seems.
Yeah,
Yeah,
recurring issue.
yeah,
yeah,
it'll clarify things and make people
I
happy.
think that's great.
Yes, we can. Okay, any other questions for Carolyn or Reagan? Okay, so now we're over to us, those comments. Heath, we'll start with you.
Nothing additional, thank you.
Okay, Phyllis?
No, I have nothing, thank
Chris?
you.
There's a play tonight at the high school, 7:00,
Okay,
Oh.
The Outsiders.
okay,
I'm going.
good, good. Meg?
I do want to just take a minute to thank all of the volunteers over the last couple of months. We threw a lot. The spaghetti dinner was kind of a last minute thing, and everybody I sent an email out to our volunteers, and nobody disappointed.
That's good.
We just have so many great people in this community that like to step forward and help.
That's true,
So.
that's true, that's true. Anything else?
The last thing
Carolyn?
I will say is, as always, we are forever, nothing is in stone with us. We're tweaking any of our programs, presentations and things, we want to do the best that we can, and I appreciate the feedback, good, bad, and indifferent, to be perfectly honest with you. It only makes us better, so don't hesitate. A lot of the ideas that we get come from people saying this would be great or that would be, so please reach out. You can stop in, email, telephone, however you like to communicate.
Smoke signals.
Yeah.
That works.
No smoking. So thank you, and I thank my staff as well. It has been a journey.
Yeah.
When are we getting the Tiddlywink tournament?
Yeah, you
That's
mentioned
right.
it.
I would kill you at it.
I know. I haven't played Tiddlywinks in a
A long time.
That was good.
Yeah, well, I wanted to thank everybody in the room, because everybody does so many wonderful things for the community. That's important, so thank you. And also to all the staff
Yeah.
in all the
amazing.
departments, which is great. And again, like Carolyn says, if there's anybody that has any other great ideas, please let us know. Because, the happier we are and when we help other people, the better we feel all the way around. Okay, so our next meeting is officially scheduled for December 12th at 3:30 here. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, second.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And the meeting is officially closed at 4:30.
All opposed and sit here by themselves.
Okay, yes,
That's right.
true.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody.